But at the same time, over on the back straight, we'll be starting with the combined final for the 2,000 metre steeplechase for the under 17 and under 18 men. So running you through our competitors in those events. For the under 17 men, we have James Patton of the Peninsula School, Ryan Blackwell of Cambria College, Isaac Long from Bundoora Secondary, Ethan Anthony from Flinders Christian College, Joel McGill from Padua College, Angus Norman from Fitzroy High School, Marcus Hope from St Kevin's College, and James Laven from Lilydale High School. And our three competitors for the under 18 event are Charlie Schilling of Scotch College, Jesse Dunsmore of the Peninsula School, and William Ockenden from McKinnon Secondary. So it looks like it is one of the runners from the Peninsula School, our under 18 competitor in Jesse Dunsmore, moving into the lead now. William Ockenden from McKinnon Secondary on his shoulder in second, and Charlie Schilling from Scotch holding down third place outright in that 2,000 metre steeplechase event as they come through. It's Norman moving his way into third now. We'll get confirmation as they come around again, but tucking back into fifth place, we see James Patton from the Peninsula School. And James Laven from Lilydale High School also in the mix, although just starting to lose touch with that lead pack. So once we get confirmation of all those runners, it could be that we have our top three for the time being for both the under 17 and the under 18 men. As mentioned, it is those two under 18 competitors out in front in Jesse Dunsmore and William Ockenden. And it is in fact Angus Norman from Fitzroy High School. So he's in third place outright as they come through with 2 laps to run. 3:32 on the clock. He is leading the charge for the under 17 men. And in second place in that event is James Patton, the second of the runners from the Peninsula School, but those three just starting to stretch out in front. Patton finding himself all alone back in fourth place outright there. So our leaders come down to receive the bell, and it looks like we've got some sort of race on our hands over this last lap. It's Jesse Dunsmore and Angus Norman. They're holding down first in the under 18 and under 17 races respectively, but you can bet that neither one will want to lose to the other. And all distinctions between age group will be put aside, and this will become a match race between these two runners. So Norman it is now, who moves into the outright lead. Dunsmore just trying to respond, but he's opening up that gap pretty quickly. We see Ockenden holding down third place outright with a little bit of a look over his shoulder, so perhaps a little bit concerned about the fast finishing James Patton, who's moving very nicely down the back straight, approaching 200 metres to run. So Angus Norman really stretched out now, approaching the final water jump. It's just a question of whether he's made his run too early, but he's looking pretty good. Comes out of the water really nicely. Dunsmore too, but that gap might just be a little bit beyond him now. Norman straightening up for the final time. One barrier left to clear. It's been a very strong and well-judged race here from Angus Norman. He's going to take the under-17 title. He's going to take line honours as well and get bragging rights over his under-18 rivals. Well done, Angus Norman. A very strong performance for the runner from Fitzroy High School as he comes down to take out the race outright. 6:14 coming up on the clock there. We'll need to wait on an official time because we're having a few issues. And a fast-finishing Ockenden taking... So he comes through to receive the bell now. We're having a few issues with our timing clock, but it does look like it's displaying accurately about every 5 seconds or so. So if that's anything to go by, that seed time of 10:40 is going to be well and truly smashed here by Jeremy Fraser. So a very strong solo run from him. So 9:56 on the clock, about 200 or just under 200 metres left to run now from Jeremy Fraser. As mentioned, he's well on track to beat that seed time of 10:40, so it has been a very strong solo effort from Jeremy Fraser. And he's starting to stride out now. The finish line's in sight. Just one barrier left to clear for Jeremy Fraser. A little bit of a stutter coming into it, but he comes out of it strongly. And a big round of applause from the crowd.